Does your gear actually matter? Let's talk. I discussed the gear dilemma a while back, but the more I listen to music, the more I'm starting to realize that your equipment may be one of the last things you should ever take into consideration. We've all heard the advice given from more experienced folks over the years. Quote, "It's your creativity that counts," or "It's your technique, not the instrument," or in this case, "It's the music, not the gear." We've always been told that it's the work we put into creating something great, not the tool used in the process. But as my dad used to lament with a sigh back when I was young and naive, quote, "It went in one ear and out the other." In other words, we never listen. The human race has and will always be stubborn to new ideas and alternative viewpoints, and the dilemma we're facing now is no different. Certainly the tone of a $1,000 guitar probably sounds better than that of a $100 one, but does that mean that we neglect practicing if our guitar is cheap? No, because it's about your skill as a musician, and you can't hone your skills if you're busy arguing with nincompoops on the internet. In the case of making videos, do I stop making them because my camera is outdated? While I do plan on getting another one, I don't stop fine-tuning my craft and make excuses for why my videos aren't performing how I want them to. Instead, I get better at making them, because it's not really the equipment that matters, but rather how I use it. The same can be said of headphones. After a certain threshold, you're not going to hear anything more than what the artist recorded. Period. After a certain point, there's no more word salad. It all got eaten. I would argue that if you understand frequency response or have a lot of experience with EQ, you can theoretically mix on most any headphones so long as you understand their specific sound signatures. Because again, it's not about the product, it's about the track in question. How did the artist record it? How well is it mixed? How well is it mastered? Ever hear an audiophile say something like, "Man, these headphones are awesome, but they need the best source possible to sound good"? Without realizing it, those people are conceding that it's never about the gear and always about the track. Certainly there are caveats if we take into account truly horrific sounding headphones, as well as the fact that without a good headphone, those flaws cannot be revealed. But again, it's null and void after a certain point given the law of diminishing returns. Or it's the exception and not the rule. In the case of amps and DACs, it's even worse. Roughly $150 to $200 gets me about 99% of the way there. The other 1% is elitist snobs claiming they can hear the grass grow. As an artist and producer, I couldn't care less about any of that, and neither should you, because this hobby is a disease. The disease of more. Ever received some headphones in the mail that you've been anxiously anticipating for weeks, only to not really care that much a few days after they arrive? Your dopamine receptors went off, and now you came back down to earth. The cycle then continues. Find another product to obsess over, thinking how great it will make you feel when you finally get it. Rinse and repeat until you're whoring yourself on street corners for more. I've been there. But it's even worse for people who review stuff. At this point, I can't stand gear. The very thought of a new product makes me want to vomit, because you'll never be satisfied. That's why there are thousands and thousands of products that all do the same exact thing, yet we're made to believe that there's going to be that subtle improvement that makes our lives better. There is no subtle improvement. It's fancy marketing designed to get you to buy shit that you don't need. Full stop. There will always be something new around the corner, but this time it will be orange instead of teal. No matter how much you try and fight it, the rabbit hole experience will always devolve into complete and utter despair. Because by that point, you've lost sight of what truly matters and don't even realize it. I lost sight of that. As an artist with a profound love for music and beat making, I'm still recovering from this disease, and unfortunately, it's something that I'll have to battle for the rest of my life. For more on my story, click the video to my right.